Hello again, everyone. My name is Colleen. I'm with Heart Listening Yoga, Birth and Breath. And I just want to talk about sitting in a supported way so that your body is in alignment. We spend so much of our lives sitting in present day, modern day life. And the reason is because we drive seated, we do our work at our laptops seated, we watch TV seated, we go to the bathroom seated. All these things put us into kind of a position that condones more of a rounded spine. So if you're sitting on the couch, you're more likely to sit like this than you are to this. And the same thing goes if you're working at your office chair, just typing or whatever you're doing. So I've got one of my grandma's antique chairs here. And I'm just going to show you how we can improve our posture from this into this, just by changing one little thing about the way we sit. So first of all, I'm going to show you what it looks like when I sit on this chair, kind of natural. So this is in a comfortable position. And this is just me sitting on the chair. So you can see I'm sitting. I'm not in a bad posture. I'm not in a great posture though either. So ideally I'd be like this, but if I'm sitting like this on this chair in my current position, I have to work quite hard, and I can feel my abdominal muscles are engaging, and so are my back muscles. So it's quite a lot of work for me to sit here like this comfortably for any length of time. So to avoid that, there's a couple things you can do. And the biggest thing you can do is to elevate your seat so that your hips become higher than your knees. So I'm going to use a yoga block. Now most people don't always have a yoga block at home with them, so I'll show you some other ways of doing this as well. But if I sit on this yoga block, so I'm just going to put it on my chair and sit on it with my sits bones. All of a sudden, my sits bones are, my hip flexors are disengaged and my pelvis is higher than my knees. And now it's actually quite easy for me to have my ears, my shoulders, my hips in line with one another. I'm not actually working hard at this. I don't have that feeling of tightness in my back. My core isn't actively working that hard. It's just kind of happening naturally. So again, just to make sure, just for a quick review, when you are seated, you want to make sure your ears, shoulders, ribs, pelvis are one straight line with one another. Your chest is lifting. Your shoulders roll up, back, and down the spine. Your chin is slightly tucked in. And overall, you're lengthening the spine from the sacrum all the way through the crown of your head. Imagining that the crown of the head is stretching you all the way up to the ceiling or sky. And you're just reaching up here. So this is a good seated posture. Now the block's not super comfortable to sit on for any length of time either. And different people will have different ways of finding that kind of balance in their pelvis. Another easy thing to do, if you don't have that block available, is to even come to the edge of your chair. Already you can see that's a bit better. It's not as good as when I was on the block, or as easy, but my hips are higher than my knees here. And then I'm able to continue to work here this way as well. I've got a blanket here, and a blanket would be more comfortable to sit on overall. And you can fold it up as high or as low as you need. Again, just resting your sits bones on it. And then the weight's on your feet. And you can sit here. You can move it back further. And that'll get you an even greater incline there. But again, you're able to sit here, do whatever work you need. Say I'm eating, say I'm working on my laptop, whatever, I'm writing something with my hands and a pen, which we never do anymore either. Yeah, anything like that. So this is keeping me in a good body alignment, and it's promoting my good posture from being maintained. And I'm not working really hard to hold this position at all. So this is just something that you can do while you're at work or at home. Even if you're sitting on the couch, couches are extra cushy, extra squishy. So you might need to place something hard underneath you instead of some something that's softer. So this is how we can improve our posture in modern day life, just by sitting well. If you liked this video, if you found it helpful and you'd like to see more, you can subscribe to my email list, and I'll leave you the link below. Thanks again for watching. My name's Colleen, and I'm with Heart Listening Yoga, Birth and Breath.